Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the next day after that Harriet video, the broken brain Harriet video. And as funny as that video was to me as a first time chicken owner, I did have a feeling that a lot of what I was seeing was stress related, and it's been stressful days for the chickens. So I looked up the behavior on the internet because I'm always trying to learn more about what I'm doing. And I'm going to do an update video on that because it's not so much that Harriet was, broken brain and being silly. She's actually very, very stressed out, and it's actually a serious topic. So as funny as I did find it, in the moment, it's actually looking back, a little sad that I was laughing at something that was serious. I did know it was stress related, but let's talk about, for all you new chicken owners, things that I've learned in the last couple days. I'm not afraid of making mistakes and owning up to them, but I'm going to also fix them. So let's do a video on how I'm going to fix this. So just some background on this. We went and picked up the chickens maybe about 3 days ago. So this is very, very recent that these poor ladies have actually been, pulled out of their little social circles. Chickens are very social animals, and they're getting settled in. You can tell that I'm out here talking, and they're just kind of hanging out. Some of them will probably go inside now, I would suspect. They were just out with their friends, and all of a sudden now they're in a completely different place. And like I said, I do have dogs, and the dogs haven't been allowed to run out around the chickens, but they have been out now and then, and they've been, spooking them out. This is awesome. Are we watching this live? Having a little bath. So, it has been a stressful time for the chickens. And, what I was seeing with a lot of the mouth breathing was an attempt to reduce heat. And also what we're seeing with going in and out and in and out and in and out of the pen is actually they're used to a different chicken coop. They come out and they see, me out here maybe, or the dogs, and they run back inside. And they're trying to find somewhere to go. They're trying to find somewhere to hide and feel safe. And we want our ladies to feel safe. So we're going to do a couple things. First off is we were trying to get the dogs acclimated to the chickens, and as much as Lucy was out there for that 8-minute video, that was really the only 8 minutes of the 24 hours that she was out here. So she's definitely not allowed to come out here. The dogs are not allowed to come out here, but what we're going to do is actually try to exclude them completely for at least maybe 2 weeks or so. We'll take the dogs outside on leashes and just make sure that they can't actually come out to the chickens. Second thing is that the chickens are actually, I had planned on having a much bigger run than this, and the long term is to actually give these chickens a very large run. So what we're going to do is probably to try to do our best while we're working full-time jobs to accelerate creating an area where we can actually let the chickens out and they can get a little bit more room. So we're going to try to do all these things to try to minimize the stress that they're under. We are continuing to refill their water with ice cold water from the artesian well to try to give them an area that they can cool down on. We might start freezing some of our veggies and throwing them out here. Thankfully today was a fairly cool day. They've got the underground area where it's nice and shaded, and up above we're under a giant shaded grapevine. So as hot as it's been here for the last while, it's actually fairly cool here. Probably in my whole property, this is the coolest area that there is. So we're doing our best to make sure that these girls are nice and cool. And you can see not a whole lot of mouth breathing going on. That wasn't very nice. Yeah, so we're just trying to kind of calm the chickens down and make sure that they have a bit of a transition, understanding that they're very social animals and they just got separated from potentially some of their friends, and it's going to take some time for them to become happy and see that life is pretty good here. So anyways, just a quick little update video, and I really did just want to get the message out there that I do understand how serious the situation was with a stressed out chicken. I was laughing at it because, quite frankly, when you don't understand what it is, it was hilarious to me. She was running in and out all the time. Now that I understand what was going on, it's certainly not as funny at all. So I'm okay admitting that I made a mistake, laughing about something that I probably shouldn't have. But I mean, isn't that part of life, is learning everything as you go on the way? Sometimes, you make mistakes, and that was one of them. Thankfully, no one was unkind to me in the comments when you probably could have and should have been. So, yeah, let me know any of your experiences. I'm going to make mistakes, and if you see me making mistakes, please let me know, because these are living creatures, and I want to make sure that they have the best life possible. So, thanks for watching this update, and I'll see you in the next one.